Hi everyone, here we are with another video update of our time in Barcelona.
So we decided this time to take a bus, like a public bus from Nimes, France to Barcelona. It was about a 6-hour bus ride.
And we arrived to Barcelona and immediately had to figure out the metro transit system, and it's quite advanced and very developed. There's lots of different lines. But we found our way to our hotel in this really neat Garcia neighborhood, kind of in the middle of the city. And we were there for 6 nights. We had a wonderful time. And we started off by just actually on the very first day there we went to a really big park that had this magic fountain in it, which is a beautiful big fountain. And walked up all these stairs to get up into this nice viewpoint up on the top of the hill. We went to this beautiful art gallery.
So it was like the National Art Gallery of the Catalonia region. And so it did have world famous artists. But some of this, we went into the medieval section and the Renaissance section.
And the modern art, and saw lots of art about the Civil War in Spain. And it was really a really neat day, but beautiful views. We got up onto the rooftop, onto the terrace, and got to see kind of the whole city below us. And it was a very hot day, so we started to get used to some really hot weather while we were here in Spain. And so that was a lot of fun. We also went to the beach and checked out the beach, and that was a really cool day. And we actually ended up doing 2 beach days while we were there, so that was a lot of fun. Just took the metro straight there. But then we also went out for some tapas. We got to enjoy
lots of tapas.
Yeah, especially potato bravas. That was in every tapa place that we went to, and lots of
meat, like meat upon meat upon meat.
But we learned to start eating later in the day because we don't eat until much later, until almost the sun is set, and that was kind of a little bit different, but we got used to it. We also really enjoyed the Picasso Museum, and that was an incredible collection of lots of his drawings and paintings and work over the years in his different periods, and really, really neat to see. We explored the Gothic quarter, which is kind of downtown and really narrow streets as we went through it, and we walked along La Ramblas, the very famous pedestrian street with lots of shopping and lots of food. But yeah, one of the most interesting places that we went to was designed by the famous architect Gaudi and the Park Guell, which is up on the top hillside above the city. All interesting designs and architecture there. And
so we went in the evening, and he's based off a lot of mosaic work. So and it's not necessarily patterns, or it's just like random colors of mosaic work, tile work everywhere.
And lots of flowing shapes and really interesting designs and patios and columns and things like that. So, and then we coupled that with the really famous Sagrada Familia Church in Barcelona, also designed by Gaudi. And they've been working on building this church for over 100 years. And it's getting pretty close to being finished. Much more finished than when I was there back in 1997, when there was just the 2 facades. So each entrance to the church has a different style of design and architecture. So it was really incredible to see inside now where they've finished and how colorful it was, and all the stained glass windows everywhere. And it was just a beautiful day, and the sun shone in, and it was just awe-inspiring to be able to look up and to see how tall and beautiful this church was inside and out. So we walked all around it and we explored all around it, and it was really neat to see it 25 years later from when I was there as a young man.
The difference between his stained glass windows and in a typical cathedral or basilica is that there was no imagery in the stained glass window. It's just colors. So it was very rainbow-like colors. And so a stained glass window would have the reds and yellows at top and orange going into blues and green. So it was very, I almost say psychedelic for a church, but it was beautiful to see these colors just shine into the cathedral.
But on our last day, we took a funicular up the mountain on the backside of the city and went up to the very top, and there's another beautiful church and a little amusement park, and we got to kind of explore some of the views from up there. And it wasn't quite open and ready for the summer. That's coming in the next few weeks, but it was a really nice day to be up on the top of the city to enjoy it and look all over across everything.
Yeah, we met a lot of interesting people, had great conversations. On our last night, we went out to this beautiful Spanish restaurant. It was amazing. I had like a lamb shoulder that I've never had anything quite like that in my life, and it was delicious. And we met a really nice couple and got to chat with them. So it's really awesome being impromptu and getting to meet just random people and talking about our trip and learning from where they're from, and them giving us tidbits of where to go.
So we wrapped up our time in Barcelona, and for this time we actually got on an airplane and we flew, and so now we're in Seville. So we're enjoying more hot weather and
So
lots
hot.
more tapas here in Seville. But stay tuned for the next video.
Okay, adios.
Adios.